Good morning, afternoon, or evening, wherever you may be around the world. Thank you for joining us for this latest edition of the news in English on Rwanda Television with me, Serge Hore. We'll begin with the headlines. President Paul Kagame has participated in the official opening ceremony of the Youth Connect Africa Summit that is being held under the theme Jobs for Youth Through Innovative Skilling here in Kigali. The third and final conference on ethnicity and genocide, focusing on policy guidance for prevention, has been held at the Kigali Genocide Memorial. The details, thank you again for joining us. President Paul Kagame has urged the Youth Connect Africa participants not only to learn from their current experiences, but also draw valuable lessons from history, which he has pointed out are a powerful guide. We have the details with Adam Skrizera.
At the opening ceremony of the 7th edition of Youth Connect Africa Summit that took place in Kigali this Friday, during a panel discussion on the intergenerational dialogue Taking Africa Forward, President Paul Kagame reflected on his past as a refuge, urging Youth Connect Africa participants to learn not only from their present experiences, but also draw invaluable lessons from history, which he emphasized as a powerful guide for the future.
But it is disheartening to when you see that what I'm talking about then, so many years ago, in the 60s, some of them are happening even now. You still have people, especially young people, suffer the most, I imagine, and their mothers, and you still have people suffering, and suffering because of politics, because of all kinds of bad governance. Today, why should, as I experienced it when I was 4 years, why should it be happening now anywhere? It doesn't have to be in this country. Why should it happen anywhere, say on our continent? That we still have refugees, we still have tribal conflicts, we still have all kinds of things, people fighting each other rather than building themselves and building their countries. For me, it's a lesson learned, a lesson that also shaped some of us.
Prime Minister Samuel Nsokowane Matekane of the Kingdom of Lesotho, reflecting on the summit's theme, shared insights from his entrepreneurial journey that began at the age of 20. He highlighted the unique opportunities available to today's youth, which hold potential for both national and continental growth.
In my case, I started business in a very young age. I think when I started business, I was around 20. You'll find that in those days is way different from now, where children have got advantages of going to school, learning, studying, and all the things that are associated with the future today.
President Paul Kagame has also pointed out on the importance of good governance and enabling political environment to foster the growth and the development of the youth in Africa.
So we have to invest in our different systems that the young people grow through, whether it is education, it is, but there's something we always forget at times. You provide education, you mind their health, you call upon them to participate and even in their own growth as well as their country's growth. But there has to be that environment that actually allows everything to happen. I'll come back to the politics of everything. The politics that allows stability to prevail, and therefore within that, all kinds of things to be done that we are talking about.
A Kenyan entrepreneur and Powerland project founder, Mumbi Ndugu, emphasized the need for governments to actively create pathways for young people to secure jobs that contribute to economic development.
So if we don't have a solution on how our young people can be paid, then how do we expect the economy to grow? And this just goes back to answer your question regarding the future of work. The future of work is not linear, it's dynamic. It requires a lot of agility, especially around education. How are we training our young people? Why are we taking so long to revise curriculums in universities and schools? Because now it means that a lot of young people are missing out and there's a huge gap, skills to market gap.
The conversation served as a powerful reminder to the youth of their responsibility to be solution seekers, embodying the strength of the continent. Some participants left with valuable takeaways.
To go back to my world, my society, and influence the world with transformative teachings and character, as well as gaining skills, sustainable development skills that can transform Africa. And together we can indeed raise a new generation of purpose-driven young leaders.
Youth Connect 2024 brought together over 3,000 youth from across the African continent. Alongside panel discussion on the intergenerational dialogue, participants also enjoyed entertainment performances at the first day of the summit. Adam Squizera, RwandaTV News.
The third and final conference on ethnicity and genocide, particularly focusing on policy guidance for prevention, has been held at the Kigali Genocide Memorial. This global consultation explored the challenges and opportunities in preventing ethnically based genocidal violence. William Evans Mutabazi with more.
Global experts carefully selected came together to provide a policy guidance document for genocide prevention, which is often overlooked. This is in a move to encourage investing more in the genocide prevention.
And I think we all agree that more needs to be invested in prevention to make sure that there are early warning systems and that crimes are prevented. But we also, I think, all agree that if prevention has failed, accountability, prosecution needs to be there. And those who are responsible need to be punished, need to be prosecuted, because this also is a form of prevention through deterrence. Because if a justice system is working well, is punishing hard, perhaps others will think twice before committing crimes again. And there, as I said, there's still a lot of work to be done. For the genocide in Rwanda against the Tutsi, there are thousands of people who still wait to be prosecuted, and we cannot give up.
We already have a draft document, so this is a validation workshop in which we have several policy documents, policy recommendations in terms of how we can prevent genocide that is related to ethnicity. What kind of conditions need to be in place in any country to prevent a genocide that is based on ethnicity, like happened here in Rwanda.
The Minister of National Unity and Civic Engagement applauded this conference, saying it's important because the genocide ideology is still a threat in the region. It is important that the genocide against the Tutsi in Rwanda is understood appropriately. It should be a lesson to the entire world because the ideology that caused it is still thriving in the region and other places world over. Secondly, it is important to note that those who downplay facts and twist the language relating to this genocide against the Tutsi, those who deny it and spread hate speech to young people and other citizens, are still among us. The biggest lesson is for those who listen to such individuals to fight against them and say no to hate speech and any other forms of genocide ideologism. The week-long series conference ending tomorrow focused on highlighting the importance of a collaborative approach in preventing genocide anywhere in the world. William Evans Mutabazi, RwandaTV News.
Rwanda has got 141 new mediators. This is the 9th edition, composed of both locals and foreigners who have completed a 6-month training. We have the details with Prince Manzi.
New mediators include legal experts, business personnel, local authorities and others.
I decided to join the course of mediation so that I can conduct mediation session into professional way. We studied a lot. We gained experience and skills and experience so that we can facilitate our clients to know how to handle their disputes into amicable settlement. And yet it's a very good way, and yet to make awareness to the community so that they understand the profit or the value and the advantage of mediation. And this one will help the community to solve their issues, their disputes into amicable settlement. They come closer, they stay together, they stay with their friendship, their cooperation in the community so that they come back, they bring back peace into the community.
The justice sector in Rwanda commenced the role of mediation in uniting the society and reducing costly cases taken to courts, as elaborated by the Chief Justice, Dr. Faustin Ziryayo.
Court annexed mediation is increasingly being implemented in the jurisdictions around the world. And in our country, we are very grateful for the important work that is being carried out by the Court Annexed Mediation Advisory Committee, ably chaired by Honorable Professor Sam Rugege, who is the Chief Justice Emeritus. And that was very linked as far as dispute resolution mechanism is concerned. So it is an indication that we are heading really in the right direction. We are in the right direction, but also we will continue to move in the right direction.
The new mediators and mediators at large are urged to be professionals to eradicate the mindset stating that accurate mediation is done by courts.
As mediation is increasingly continuing to be a subject of discussion in national and international cycles, it is important that different professionals acquire good knowledge in this dispute resolution mechanism. We commend all graduates for successfully completing this training, and as I said, this is a good step, which, however, we hope will be followed by others if one considers evolving areas where mediation has proved to be an appropriate dispute resolution mechanism applied alone or combined with other dispute resolution mechanisms.
Rwanda's alternative dispute resolution policy was adopted in 2022 and serves as a key part of the country's justice system reform, which aims to improve access to justice and streamline the judicial process. Rwanda currently has 941 mediators.
Prince Manzi with that report. Now, 16 students who completed the Seed Technology and Business Professional course at the Rika Seed Center have been presented with certificates. They are expected to contribute to increasing the production of high-quality seeds here in the country. We have more with Sola Sandra Tumukunde.
These students were part of the first cohort to finish the program, which was a collaboration between the Lika Seed Center, the One Acre Fund, and the Lika Environmental Conservation School, with support from the B Award Buffett Foundation. The students spent 1 year studying seed production and quality control.
Yeah, we are ready and committed to contributing to the seed sector in Rwanda by mostly working with seed companies in producing high quality seeds and on time.
So my contribution is quite by making the research, the current gaps that are being found in the sector, where we are going to tackle the challenge that is regarding seed quality. Here we are going to enhance the training for different stakeholders in the sector. Most specifically farmers, we are going to empower by increasing the visibility and adoption of the new products that we are going to produce through research and development.
The director of Global One Acre Fund, Elik Pohman, emphasized that seed technology will help Rwanda become self-sufficient in seed production while ensuring quality.
Start to see new varieties come out into the market that could be drought resistant or could have other benefits to farmers. presumably higher yielding varieties as well. I think we will start seeing every year with more and more graduates from the Seed Center higher quality seed, because one of the things that we focus on at the Seed Center is seed inspections and quality production and quality processing. And so right now, a lot of farmers in Africa are dependent on seed from elsewhere. And what we're doing at the Seed Center is we're changing that. We'll be more able to grow seed here close to farmers, seeds that are adapted to the local context and what farmers need, whether they be on a hillside or a valley. And so that will start changing.
Dr. Patrick Kalangwa, the Director General of Rwanda's Ministry of Agriculture and Animal Resources, responsible for promoting modern agriculture, mentioned that Rwanda continues to make progress in local seed production.
Local seed production was showing that it is capable of producing good quality seed. Despite the commendable achievement of ensuring local seed production, and actually we have achieved even and surpassed the quantities we used to import. We have tripled. When you look at the amount of seed production in Rwanda, we have reached 3 times more the seed quantity that we used to import. And then we started facing the challenge of market and looking for where is this seed going to go. It is too much than the local market can absorb, consume. And I am seeing this as background for my remarks, showing how this seed center is of paramount importance for this country's food security, for this country's agriculture transformation ambitions, for this country's goals of modernizing the seed systems and landing the other markets beyond Rwanda.
The event also highlighted plans to expand the number of students at the Seed Technology Center. While African countries are striving to improve seed technology, they currently only 2% of the global seed market. Saula Sandra Tumkund, RTV News.
That's the news for now. I thank you for taking the time to join us, and I'll be seeing you soon again. Goodbye.